If I was going to say last 20 years.
I like simple questions.
The last 20 years. The best rivalries in sports. List them.
Best rivalries in sports. No particular order.
Yeah. Just when I say best rivalries in sports, what do you think of?
All right. Ravens Steelers, Niners Hawks, Niners Giants, Niners Packers, Niners Cowboys now.
Yankees Sox.
We got Yankees Sox, Yankees Astros, Rays Yankees, Rays Red Sox. I know that doesn't hit a lot of people here, but it does. You know, Manning and Brady, whenever, whether it's Denver, New England, or Indianapolis and New England.
Tiger Phil?
Giants Dodgers.
Tiger Phil, Giants Dodgers.
It's a rival. It's more of a rivalry than Yankees Rays.
No, it's not. They actually were playing for big stakes. The Giants have done diddly poo.
It's a 140-year rivalry, Bonte.
Okay, you really Giants Dodgers really? What right? I mean,
over
okay.
Yankees Rays.
Yankees Rays go look at the AL East and go look at the races. Been more heated than Giants Dodgers. Get out your bubble, Lubman. You already told me you don't watch baseball outside the Giants, so I don't want to hear from you right now.
I do watch baseball outside the Giants.
I want to hear from you about this conversation.
No one is sitting here saying that Yankees Rays is a bigger rivalry than Giants
conversation.
Dodgers.
See your way out of this one.
Okay, cool. I'll go listen to a real conversation.
Yeah, please do. The Dodgers own the Giants. Worry about the Giants gelling in a clubhouse.
Where does LeBron, Steph? Because I think LeBron, Steph is higher than so many of the rivalries.
I mean,
I
was going to get there. So,
well, I mean,
Messi, Ronaldo.
Niners, Pete Carroll.
Messi, Ronaldo.
Yep.
Probably the biggest in the world.
Look, how many more of these Steph LeBrons are we going to really get?
Nadal, Federer.
Nadal, Federer is a great one.
The big three.
Like, if you could give us another Brady versus Manning, we would all sign up for it. I think we thought we'd get more of them, and we didn't, right? Like, Manning retired, and his body gave out on him. So I think we need to appreciate these LeBron versus Steph moments, these Steph versus LeBron moments, because we might not get any more of them.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think this is a top 5 rivalry in the last 20 years.
Hey, it's easily.
And I'm not trying to, poo-poo your race.
No. I said no particular order. I was just rattling off rivalries. That's all.
Floyd versus the tax man,
Floyd who?
Mayweather.
Oh, tax man never won.
Yeah.
Floyd's all right there. By the way, we're talking about people ducking people. Big pun hit me up. Floyd ducked Pacquiao for 10 years, which he's not lying about. Floyd was ducking.
I got a joke for you, Bonte.
CP3, Scott Foster, that's a great call.
That's a great rivalry.
St. Ignatius, Sacred Heart, great rivalry.
I secretly hope Scott Foster is doing the play-in game when the Lakers and Warriors play.
That guarantees a win for you.
No, it doesn't.
Charles Barkley versus the blackjack table.
See, that's a good one.
Draymond versus the refs.
How are you going to remember Steph LeBron? 10 years from now. And we'll admit, baked in, you're a Warrior fan, right? So we're going to see it from, our side of view.
I'm going to look at it as the meteor that was Stephen Curry that came out of nowhere, like Halley's Comet or something, right? Just boom. Mm-hmm. And stole LeBron's thunder. This was supposed to be the LeBron era. And, a lot of people will look at it as the LeBron era. And that's fair. He's an all-time leading point scorer. We get all that. He's got all the accolades. But LeBron was on, he went back to Cleveland and thought it was all good, right? It's like, man, I'm going to go to Cleveland. I'm going to bring him a championship. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love. I'm going to dominate the 2010s. And Steph and the Warriors come out of nowhere and disrupted everything. And now LeBron's stuck at 4 rings. Steph Curry and the Warriors on the pier. LeBron's probably got 6 or 7 right now. He's on the mantle with Tom Brady. And he's the unquestioned GOAT of all GOATs of basketball. But the Warriors came out of nowhere and stole his thunder and rattled his cage and took 3 rings away from him. 3. Out of nowhere.
Will they be considered, like when people bring up Magic versus Larry, we don't say this guy was better than that guy. We consider them equals.
Right.
I think most people, am I wrong? Am I
that
miscalculating it? No, that Magic versus Larry, it felt like they were equals.
Yeah.
Not that what
whatever you preferred.
Yeah, but I think most historians will say Magic was the better basketball player than Larry, even though Larry was amazing. Ooh. I don't know. You tell me.
Dude, I'm a black guy saying this. Magic is special. Magic's The ultimate quintessential point guard.
And part of his career was robbed because of the situation.
Well, the end of his career was robbed, but boy.
Am I wrong?
Larry Bird might be the better player, all-around player, because Larry Bird can pass too.
No, I'm not.
He's a better shooter than Magic, but that's not the conversation. They're different. But they both are viewed as two guys who saved the league. East Coast, West Coast. One represented Boston, one represented LA and a lifestyle. That's all good.
But they were considered equals, correct?
But LeBron and Steph are not considered equals.
That's my point.
That's what I'm saying. Steph is a little guy that could, the little engine that could.
David versus Goliath.
Took LeBron's shine away. Took it. Just said, you know what? I'm going to make it about me. And then he wins 4 rings in the LeBron era. The quote-unquote LeBron era.
I think about someone like Tim Lincecum, who doesn't fit the physical mode of what we... When I look at dominance, like we think of like Roger Clemens or Verlander, right? Or Randy Johnson. We think of this physicalness of the player. And so when someone like Pedro or Tim Lincecum comes around, they buck what our view of dominance is, and it's short-lived for a small period of time. I feel like, and we still beloved those guys. Like, you bring up Pedro, oh, people go crazy. You bring up Lincecum, oh, people go crazy. I think we're going to view Steph Curry the same way. Non-Warrior fans, like, I think they're going to hold him into a higher degree once he retires, the same way Allen Iverson is held to a higher degree once he retires.
I wonder if they will with Steph.
Why? Why do you think that?
I don't know, because nationally, look how long it took them to give him his proper respect. The nation.
Curry?
Nationally, Curry.
Yeah, but that's because he didn't fit the mold.
Right.
But I think over time we're going to...
He needed a finals MVP to show his...
That's Skip Bayless.
No, it's a lot of people.
You really think
Kendrick?
that?
Yeah, we watched it. We talked about it ad nauseum. It drove me crazy. So, by the way, Ohio State, Michigan. How do we omit that?
Yeah, I know. My buddy Brent was texting me that as well. I mean, it's way higher up on the list than Rays Yankees.
I mean, Rays Yankees do have a rivalry. They hate each other.
I love you for how geeky you get, and I do love that.
You asked me last 20 rivalries. Rays have come out there out of nowhere.
Everybody versus Duke.
Yeah.
Everybody versus Duke. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Although it was Duke, North Carolina. I mean,
it was, but it felt like everyone was rooting against Duke every single time. Is Danny Hurley going to be the new Coach K, by the way? Everyone's going to hate him?
Yeah, you know what, though? I did grow to love Duke. I'm not going to lie.
I mean,
Sneaky admission. The last, 7 years of Duke basketball with Coach K, I kind of, when they came out here to March Madness.
I told you, I've had a theory for a long time. Bonte's a rich white guy in his 70s. He likes the Colts. He likes Duke.
No, I like the Colt uniforms.
He's opining for, Rays, Yankees.
Die-hard Orioles fan.
If you guys will open up your minds outside the Bay Area, go ask Yankees or Rays. The Rays hate the Yankees, and the Yankees hate the Rays, and the Rays have beat them in playoff series.
I bet if I asked a Yankee
them in
fan
the AL East.
to list teams that they hate, the Rays would not be top 2.
They'd be top 3. Who's our Yankee fan, the engineer? What's his name? He's like a Yankee. Was it?
Justin.
Justin kind of irks me sometimes because he's like, y'all really think, 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, y'all really think y'all going to win that game? Y'all ain't going to win that game. We ain't doing no parade. Man, get the hell out the studio.
Another top rivalry that we don't talk enough about is Bonte versus Taylor Swift.
No, I like Taylor Swift. No, I like Taylor Swift.
I think we're all in on Taylor Swift.
No, I respect it. I respect the game.
Oh, you pivoted. Good.
No, I've been pivoted. Listen, I've been pivoted. Been pivoted off of that one. Now, I see some other ones. I see some other ones here. I'm not going to read them. There's one about Philip Rivers there, 650. You see that one, top of the text line?
I've seen some La Russa ones pop up on my timeline. Let's just say
I see.
I don't want to read
Charles
them.
Barkley versus San Antonio woman.
Bonte and Shasky versus Willard in the crossover days.
Oh my God, we own.
Shout out words in the mouth.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. The Yankees look at the Mets as a little brother. The Mets look. Forget them. Go to Adam in the city. Adam, what's happening?
Good morning, guys. I wanted to give my rivalry. I don't know if it's been said yet, but the 2010 rivalry between the Niners and the Seahawks was pretty good. Thought that was like the highlight. Obviously, whenever you went to watch one of those games, it was going to be nasty. It was going to be brutal, hard hitting. That was just a fun one to watch. And then I'll lead you on with Bonte. I'd say Liverpool and Man U.
Ooh, this had a 2-2 draw. Ooh. Liverpool tied with Arsenal at the top of the table in the Premier League. Man City 1 point back. Your boys paid attention, Adam. This is why you love me, right, Adam?
Exactly. You know all sports, Bonte. You're the king.
Thank you. It just feels so good to hear that from somebody.
We'll mark it for you. Don't worry.
I don't ask for anything to mark. You're going to do it anyway.
Arsenal at the top, by the way, via goal differential.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know. I'm full of
tiebreakers.
But, it does bug me. LeBron has the more comprehensive basketball career than Steph Curry. LeBron is one of the greatest players of all time.
Yeah.
But when it comes to their impact on the game and their impact on winning, I feel like that we don't consider them equals. And no one is saying that they're the exact same player. But what I'm saying is that it's like LeBron's here and Curry's down here. I mean, he's up there, but he's down here.
Don't you think, though, that Larry and Magic were considered equals because of the body types? Both were, Magic was 6'9", Larry was 6'7", 6'8". They both were, same type of build.
Best players on their team.
Best players on their team. Like the build of LeBron James, he looks like he was created in the lab.
But they play different positions.
They do play different positions, but LeBron's created in the lab. And then biggest rivalry, Bonte versus compliments. It's getting out of control.
Bonte versus breaks.
I got a joke for you, Bonte.
Bonte versus Lubman Giant takes.
Now that's bigger than Yankees Rays.
That's a 3.
3.5.
I'm giving myself a 3. But Steph pissed me off. Steph is he looks like one of us, right? I mean, he looks better.
He's also sick. He's 6'3". I hate when we say he's like one of us.
But I say it because I'm 6'3".
Exactly.
You're not. You're
but
6'4".
that is tall. No, but 6'3" is taller than the majority of everyone on this earth.
But Brady Manning, we kind of consider them equals in the sense of the rivalry. No? Right?
Yeah.
Even though I think most people are taking Brady over Manning.
I got Manning way below Brady.
Well, during their rivalry, though.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Manning had all the stats,
Correct.
And I think that
Brady had the team.
We all know now, Belichick is a better coach than what Manning had.
Yep.
I mean, is that unfair to say?
No, it's not unfair.
So that's kind of an equalizer. I don't know. I feel like Steph Curry, outside of the Bay Area, doesn't get the appropriate just due. No one is saying he's the equivalent to LeBron James in the resume.
That's what I'm saying. It took him to win a Finals MVP to get his just due.
But I think as time goes on, we're gonna elevate him.
Yeah, I hope so. I would hope so, because he did change the game. He changed the game in the way it's played. Think about this. 10 years ago with the Warriors, they were by far and away the best three-point shooting team in the league. They were making 16 threes a game. They had blown away the competition in terms of made threes and three-point attempts. Now you look at the way the league is played, and the Warriors are 10th. Everybody's caught up to the Warriors because everybody said, you know what? We need to play the game the way the Warriors are playing it. Think about that. 2016, they had made 400 more threes. I've got to get the exact numbers here. I had it somewhere.
Well, it's got a West Coast offensive feel to it, where the West Coast offense was revolutionary in 1981.
That's a good call.
And then by the mid-90s, a decade later, you're looking at everyone running, or at least a lot of people running the same thing.
That's a great call.
Is it not?
That's a great call. And now everybody's shooting three. Look at Boston, the best team in the league right now. They run 5 out all the time.
Yeah.
They're bombing threes left and right. They lead the league in three-point attempts, lead the league in three-point makes. That's what they do.
I mean, when I look at, when people say Moneyball, I get triggered because everyone's doing Moneyball. Well, part of what made Moneyball was it was a unique approach to do something different from what everyone else was doing. So if it's homogenized and everyone's doing it, what makes it unique? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what made the Warriors very unique, but they were not only, elite at it, they're still great at it in terms of Steph exploiting the three-point ball. I mean, you had an entire generation now play his style of basketball. They were 11 years old. Now they're all 21, and he's by far and away still the best at doing that.
No doubt. 888-957-9570. Does LeBron and Steph still hit you? Where do you rank that? Right? Not even rank it. But how are you going to remember this rivalry? How will you remember? I guess it's tough in real time. We asked Bob Myers, to kind of sit there and soak in the championships because, dude, I haven't done it yet. It's going to take some time. It's going to take about 5 to 10 years. And even with this LeBron-Steph conversation, when they're gone, I think we're going to realize, damn, we had it good. These guys met in 4 straight NBA finals. 4 straight.
It's again, I look at the big sports, right? And I look at Yankees, Red Sox. You had David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez, against Derek Jeter. Right? And there's many other cast of characters. Obviously, later on, you had Alex Rodriguez and Giambi and whatnot. But, like, boil that down. You're talking about mega stars. That's what elevated. The brands were already humongous. And then you have mega stars. Think about, like, I referenced Phil versus Tiger. That was 2 mega stars, individual players. Brady versus Manning. They superseded both brands. I mean, it was Brady Manning. They were humongous. Steph and LeBron are even bigger than what those guys were.
Was Manning Brady the biggest? Was that? I'm trying to remember Manning, Brady. I remember the games.
Maybe I'm.
No, it was huge. No, it was huge. It was big because you had Ben Roethlisberger around, and he won a couple rings, and he had his own issues with the Patriots. Yeah. That was a rivalry that nobody ever talks about. We'll never talk about Big Ben and Tom Brady. But I agree, Manning being the number 1 overall pick and the cerebral in the mind.
It was just very different. Yeah.
Calling the game at the line of scrimmage, and then you had Brady come along and. Look, the rule changes basically happened because of the Patriots, because Ty Law was punking Marvin Harrison and jamming him all over the field. And then you say, well, after 5 yards, you can't touch the wide receiver. That's basically the Ty Law rule.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened in that rivalry.
Who was Kobe's number 1 rival? Because there was a point in time when Jordan left the league, it felt like it was Kobe versus T-Mac in terms of like dominance to the league.
They tried
Kobe
to make
versus LeBron, but it wasn't. I never thought it was a true rivalry.
No, they had to
I thought Kobe's rivals were the Spurs.
Yeah,
as a whole.
They had to meet the NBA Finals, and they had all Nike commercials and everything like that. It was San Antonio.
Yeah, they had the puppet commercials. Remember that with the Kobe and LeBron?
Yeah, you know what,
though? Close because the Magic ended up knocking him off and playing him that
Kobe versus Spurs, Kobe versus Suns.
How about Kobe versus Shaq?
Kobe versus Suns, yeah, that was cool. But they met in the regular season and they squashed the beef early on.
I know, but it felt like they were a rival within their own team.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
maybe I'm stretching it.
They won championships together, but by the time it ran its course.
And there was Lakers Celtics built into that for a little bit, obviously.
Yep. But I got Kobe Spurs and Kobe versus the Suns because they had some great matchups against Phoenix. So, but that 101, even Dallas a little bit, Dirk, they were kind of around a little bit.
Well, J.J. Barea versus LeBron, it's all time.
Versus Andrew Bynum.
You know, but like LeBron, for example, before Steph came along, you could probably say Paul Pierce was LeBron's rival.
Wow.
Because him and Paul Pierce went. Remember they had Game 7?
Yeah.
Where Boston ousted Cleveland in Game 7. LeBron had 45, Paul Pierce had 41. They were going at it. And actually, Paul Pierce was just talking about that. He was actually discussing that recently. He was like, man, me and LeBron, we had battles even before Kevin Garnett got there. So, San Jose Jazz fan, 95-7 the game versus WEEI. No, we kind of like those guys. The Greg Hill Show, they're cool with us.
I like Jermaine Wiggins.
We had Jermaine Wiggins. We cool with them.
Now, WIP.
Yeah, those jokers. And
I smoke with Mike, though.
Yeah, but
Hugh Douglas is cool.
My guy.
But the little fella, he's no longer there. What's the little fella doing? He was complaining about everything. Trying to say that they didn't want you, little fella. They let you walk in a contract here. Said bye-bye.
Who's your biggest rival? Me?
Why would you be my biggest rival? I would hope not. God, I would hope. You and I were rivals. We'd not be doing a show together.
Well, that's part of why we love each other.
No.
We do compete at everything.
No. You compete with me at everything. I just come in to do a show. I don't compete with you at all.
So who's your biggest rival? Brock Purdy?
No. Who's my biggest rival right now? Loveman, who's my biggest rival?
Farhan Zaidi.
No. That's too easy. A rival has to be someone that can rise up and meet you, at the zenith of whatever the height of competition
probably
is.
RJ and Sean.
You think?
Dallas? No. I mean, I don't have a rival.
I feel like you have a friendly rivalry with D'Lo and KC. Like, it's a respectful, we'll go back and forth.
I don't have any rivalries.
But it's all love at the end.
I'm loved by everybody.
I
don't have any rivalries.
Fans, yeah.
Kings fans love me. They have me on T-shirts. They actually love me. Like, I was talking to Morgan. I was talking to Morgan and Draper Friday. They were like, no, Sacramento loves you, Bonte. They can't wait for you to come to a game. Like, honestly, I got love for Sac. They love me. We're going to kick their ass if we beat them, but,
Honorary beam lighter, Bonte Hill.
I was just saying it's a respectful rivalry. Yeah. It's all love, but then when the game starts, I'm going to beat you and just show you what's up.
At one point, it was Florio. Then he threw me under the bus when we met him.
Well, now that's your rival.
No. It wasn't BC here.
I go, what's up, Mike Florio? This is at the Super Bowl. I put my hand out, we shake hands, and he goes, turns to Bonte, goes, you're the guy. And Bonte goes, no, it's him.
No, that's not how it went down.
And then E.T. fingers me.
We were just talking about this before the show. People exaggerate stories. Everybody exaggerates stories. It was you, Shasky. You did it to yourself because you go, Mike, that was the longest answer. And then, Mike, do you have the cut? Do you have the cut? You did it to yourself. Now, see, I think I am a rival to Shasky. Now that I think about it, you do compete with me. Wow. Why do you compete with me?
That's how we make each other great.
No, I lift you up. Why are you competing with me?
Well, iron sharpens iron, Harbaugh.
Wow. That was you. But and to this day, there's people out there in these streets that think I took the bullet for you. When Draymond Green says, I'm surprised you're talking to me.
I think that
your biggest rival right now?
Brian in Palo Alto might be his biggest rival.
Great call. That's it.
And
That's
his equal.
I'm optimistic, Bonte.
You see the tweet he sent out us yesterday?
No, what was it?
False equivalencies.
What was it? What does it say?
We got consoles coming up in a couple minutes to talk about the Giants, so it's actually a great pivot. Giants very well may be worse under Melvin.
I'm not scared.
Well, there you have it.
I'm not doing anything crazy.
What else is he doing?
Is it Shanahan in a close game in the playoffs for you? Is that your rival?
I told you, I don't have a rival. I'm loved by everybody.
I'm rivalry-less.
I don't have a rival right now. Who would be my rival? We own RJ and Sean. They're like my sons. Those dudes. Guru actually told me they got drops from me out there in Dallas. And Guru told me when he saw him in Vegas, the guy Sean goes, that Bonte guy, he gets under my skin. This is a good one. TV Bonte versus radio Bonte.
That is it. You're like Superman when he went evil. There's two different versions, and one's choking out the other.
Who is your rival?
In the junkyard.
Who is your rival? Now I got to know.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's me versus, just sitting on my couch. I got to stay busy. My rivalry's with the man in the mirror, Michael Jackson.
Our rivalry was with the other station, and then they broke apart. Let me not go there.
But I don't really consider them a rival.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because I don't think that,
We're all friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, everybody at the other station, we're all friends.
I respect everybody.
Right. No, we're all friends. Like, when
I grew up listening to them.
I saw a couple like Bonte versus Papa. It's all love. What are you talking about? So
I get a kick out of teasing certain individuals, but that's because of the absurdity of some individuals.
So what?
Shasky versus Butcher Boy versus Sanford Shasky.
Now that's probably real. That's when you're hitting a Strasburg. When you hit a status when your only rivalry is yourself.
Yeah,
I'm chasing ghosts.
There you go. TV Bonte versus Pop.
Ooh, this is the ghost of Trey Lance.
Is it Bonte versus Brock?
No. I'm happy with Brock Purdy. It's not. No, it's not. We're not hard